Many of my fellow students complain about online classes. It's hard to focus on class and they can't meet their friends. But have they given one thought to students who are too poor to afford computers or reliable internet access? The answer is no. To be honest, I was one of those selfish first world students before I learned about the topic of today's competition. After I researched, I learned that the SDGs, or Sustainable Development Goals, created to find lasting solutions to various global problems by 2030. However, most of our progress related to health, poverty, and education has been critically damaged due to the COVID-19 pandemic. My presentation today will focus on COVID-19's impacts on SDG 4, ensuring inclusive and equitable college education and promoting lifelong learning opportunities for all. First, COVID-19 has forced closures of thousands of schools around the world. According to the World Bank, 94% of all students, or 1.6 billion students, were out of school in April 2020 due to COVID-19. Before the pandemic, approximately 200 million children were out of school. This represents a huge increase in the number of out-of-school students. Some might think this is not a significant problem because remote learning can replace traditional classes. However, the SDGs are made to help developing and undeveloped countries. Many of these countries' students do not have the resources to access remote learning, such as computers and internet access. That kind of prolonged absence from education will hurt their chances for a better future, not to mention the overall prosperity of their countries. Second, loss of education leads to increased opportunity cost, which can affect an entire country's and the world's economic growth. When students study hard and graduate from college, they become beneficial to the economy, making their country strong, adding to the growth of the world's value. According to the Brookings Institution, 75% of college graduates earn more than $100,000 a year, while only 8% of high school graduates earn that much. We can see that going to college and receiving quality education is important to earn money. However, when people cannot go to school, our society faces the substantial opportunity cost of having to support uneducated people, especially in developing countries. If these country students get the chance to study, they will be able to develop their countries by working and paying taxes. Finally, COVID-19 will take away student future and learning permanently. What does this mean? Can students go back to school after the COVID pandemic? However, most students around the world have lost nearly a year of quality education already, and the end of this pandemic is nowhere in sight. How can these students make up for the lost time? If they can't, what will be the long-term effects on their future? Unfortunately, most of the current out-of-school students in poorer countries will stay out of school for the rest of their school years. According to UNICEF, at least 24 million students will permanently drop out of school due to the COVID pandemic. COVID-19 has a huge impact on our society in every country on earth. More specifically, its impact on education through first school closures, increased opportunity cost, and permanent dropouts will be felt for a long time afterward. However, we must learn how to overcome this problem for the sake of the future of SDG 4 and education. Thank you for listening.
네, 강지훈 학생 고생 많으셨습니다. Are there any questions for 강지훈?
안녕하세요.
네, 없으면
Do you think that the more developed countries should be responsible for helping the less developed countries?
I think they must be responsible for them because when UN have to achieve SDGs, and they already help some of the developing countries and underdeveloped countries to achieve the SDG goals. And the quality education SDG 4, which ensures equitable and quality education to everyone, has to be achieved by developing countries and underdeveloped countries. So I think developed countries have to help them to achieve SDG 4.
Cool. Thank you very much.